What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back. People, check this out, man. For those of you cats that think that I skipped town, man, you guys got the game messed up. Not this cat. Never that. But anyways, people, once again, this is a fitness channel with a twist. And today's twist is I'm going to have to speak on the haters and the clout chasers. Man, I just can't believe it. You know what I mean? I can't believe what I'm hearing. And it is what it is. But once again, people, let me remind you guys, this is, like I said, a fitness channel with a twist. And today, I will speak on those individuals. But I do have to elaborate a little bit on my fitness channel. It's mandatory, because that's what I push here. So anyways, people, let me adjust my thing. I feel like I'm a little bit too far away from my camera. You know, I don't have these professional recording studios like these guys that sit hiding in their rooms and stuff like that. I'm out there in the mix, baby. My recording studio's everywhere, wherever I pull up at. You know what I mean? I'm like this one individual that that said I'm out there like Wi-Fi, baby. And it is what it is. That's what I be. Oh, real quick. Mr. Arturo Rojas, much love and respect to you, my boy. It was a pleasure meeting you. That's the paisa that I ran into. He already knows. I got nothing but love for him and all my gente. You know, it is what it is. But you guys can't take that from me. I am who I am. I keep it real. Keep it 100%. I know there's going to be a lot of individuals out here that don't agree with what I have to say. But at the end of the day, swipe left, swipe right, or, you know, just move on. You know, you don't have to watch my content. It's no shine off of my boots. But anyways, people, with that being said, let me explain to you a little bit on what I have to offer on my fitness channel, my fitness program, okay? For one, I will help you change your life. In a 3-month program, I guarantee I could get you to lose up to 30 pounds of fat and build muscle. It is your job to show up and not talk about it, but to be about it. I will show you the easier way, how to achieve your goals. Why? Because my blueprint is guaranteed to work. I run that same blueprint in for myself. I run it on a daily. And even when I'm out there in the streets traveling, I stay dialed in. And this is what I teach you. That's one of the benefits of my program. I don't just hand you a blueprint and say, hey, here's the keys, take the steering wheel and drive on your own. No, I teach you how to drive. I teach you how to run it in. I teach you how to master it. And once you master it, then you could fly the nest and leave on your own. You know, so that's my goal right there. My goal is to help you learn about this fitness and nutrition. My goal isn't to have you sign on for another 3 months or 6 months or a year unless you really need it. You know, my biggest achievement in my program is knowing that I was able to take part in someone's life and made a change in their life and taught them about fitness and nutrition. So anyways, with my program, like I said, I customize you your daily workouts. They all come with videos explaining exactly how you're supposed to execute every workout, how many repetitions you're supposed to do for every set, and how many sets you're supposed to do for every workout. I will dial in your nutrition, and your nutrition plays an important role. That there is a numbers game, people. Your nutrition is going to be based upon your overall life, your daily lifestyle. You know, everyone has a different lifestyle, so everyone is going to have a different nutritional plan. You know, there's a lot of factors to it, and I won't get into it on here because it will take up too much time. When you sign up with my program, I will break everything down to you and explain everything to you the way it works. Okay, so now with that being said, people, today is Monday. I'm gonna make this video a little short because I want to touch on the haters and the motherfucking clout chasers. Man, it's real. But remember, hit that like and subscribe button. Once we reach that 10,000 mark, you guys already know, man, I'm going to start doing lives. And on my lives, everyone is welcome to pull up. Even the haters and the motherfucking clout chasers, baby. You know what I'm saying? You come with respect, you keep it cordial, and you'll be able to walk my motherfucking yarda. Because if not, you're just going to be removed. You know what I mean? I have zero tolerance for stupidity. You know, that's just the way I am. If you don't like it, don't even announce your arrival when you pull up to my YouTube yarda. You know, like I said, it'll be an open topic, open forum. You know, we could discuss anything that anyone wants to discuss in my audience. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't violate any of my beliefs. You know, or it doesn't bring me out of my comfort level. Let's just put it that way, because I will let you know. I won't sit there and ignore your question, you know, because that's not the type of person I am. I try to get back to every person that interacts with my channel, whether they're commenting good or bad. I'll give them a thumbs up, you know, something just to let them know I saw what you said. But there's some things that just don't need to be addressed because it's foolish. And that's to bring me to the haters and the motherfucking clout chasers. Man, I got so many wheelas saying that these two individuals, they collaborated, that they were doing whatever they were doing, and they called them. I didn't bother to look who it was. I mean, it's obvious who they are because, you know, back in the day, I didn't think they were clout chasers. Because I used to hear it coming from other channels how these guys would always speak foul upon them, and that they just wanted them to say their name, that way they could get more clout and a bigger audience. And I seen that, and that's why I unsubscribed from these two individuals. Well, actually, one I've never even heard of him before. The only one that I did heard of was that one individual, and I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, they addressed these two guys as levas. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as that. That was the message that I got, just like I've gotten other messages as well. But there's no need for me to elaborate on that, and no need to apply any energy to that. But these people, it's obvious that they're the biggest clout chasers out there, because I see their agenda. It's crazy. You know what I mean? What people do for clout. You know, with myself, this social media, my life doesn't revolve around it. I have a life, you know what I mean? As you can see, me and the wife, we're always out there traveling. I pull up to events. I network. That's what I do. I don't sit in a closed room in a undisclosed location bumping my gums. I'm either doing it a backyard boogie in the back of my property, or out there on the streets. And I post where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hide. You know, that's just weird. You know what I mean? Because the YouTube drama, it's crazy, and the fucking clout chasers, what they do for clout, it's crazy. And the haters, you know, it's obvious that you guys are hating because this individual's older, and I look better than you guys, regardless of what you say. I'm in great shape. You know, I don't walk around with man tits. I got a nest on me. I got guns on me. And I got a chiseled stomach. Now what? It is what it is. I could help you guys out with that too, but you got to sign up with my program. You got to put your motherfucking ego and pride to the side and step it up and kick it up a notch. Why? Because I have that blueprint to success. I'm not going to sit here and entertain motherfuckers that are constantly trying to bash me because they know nothing of me or where I come from. Because I guarantee any of you motherfucking suckers try to pull up to my town, you'd get your motherfucking hand shook and your money took. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me address these motherfucking clout chasers. You know what I mean? And just bring to light a little bit for the audience that seems to be a little bit not understanding the way this game is played. I see the audience, they want to see entertainment. Absolutely. YouTube is a form of entertainment. I find it entertaining myself. But let me just shed a little light right here. You know, from where I come from, people that be blasting and boasting on social media what they want to do, that's someone crying out for help. They want to be protected. Because why would you do that? You know who watches these things. Law enforcement be watching this stuff. You know what I mean? So you're actually asking for online security. Because now if something were to happen to an individual, they're going to really go look for the individual that person was having the supposed tension with. And with me, I don't have no tension with anybody here on social media. I find it funny. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? I do have a life. I'm a full-time online fitness coach, and I'm a full-time husband that's been married for over 30 years. Been with my wife for 34 years. 5 adult boys that we raised. All very successful. Proud of every last one of them. I came from where I came from and to where I'm at today. You know, why? Because I went through the struggles. I figured it out. I have that blueprint to success. And this is what I'm trying to push right here to help others that don't understand the ways of life. You know, don't make the same mistakes that I have. But you got these crabs in a bucket mentality motherfuckers, the haters and the clout chasers trying to pull a motherfucking homie down all the time. All I can say for you guys here, toma. You know what I mean? I'm on a different level than you guys. Well, anyways, with that being said, that's a form of fucking a cry for help. And not only is that, that's a low-key another way of snitching. Straight up. You're blasting and boasting on what you want to do on social media? Think about that. That's just some food for thought. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to come out here on social media and come out of character. Why? Because I represent something bigger. You know, I'm out here trying to push a positive vibe. I'm trying to show our youth that there's a better way than the path that I once had taken. But these other cats, selfish motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. They want, let's put on a show, get whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and then they got all their little minions all on their nuts, supporting something that they don't even really know anything of. And I wish I would have remembered this one fucking fat cat's title. He had a picture of him. He was with his lady or whoever it was, using that title. And I don't like to use this. You should keep that motherfucking label out of your mouth, my boy, because you will never, ever be able to carry that title. And I won't even say it out here because it's not for social media. If you know, you know. Oh, but it's been put out there. I don't give a fuck. Because the real one wouldn't be putting that title out here. Straight up. So you are not that person, my boy. If I come across your comment again, I'll put you on blast and let you know who you are. Because yeah, you definitely ain't that. And you clout chasers, fucking hate clout chasers and motherfucking haters out here. Keep doing whatever you're doing, whatever floats your boat. If that tickles your fanny, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna keep me from doing what I do. I'm gonna keep on pulling up, doing what I do. You know, I'm not into that crabs in a bucket mentality. I'm for my gente. I want to see my gente thrive. And not just my gente, anybody that's going through the struggle. And that's where I have to come back and remind you guys once again, I'm not biased. I show love for everybody that gives me that respect in return. You know, if there's a person, I don't care what color he is, what he identifies as, if he's going through a struggle and if I could assist that person, that's what I'm going to do. That's the type of person I am. And I have a lot of people that would co-sign that because I got a lot of people that I've met through social media, and what you see is what you get. This is me, baby. I don't try to put on a show for nobody. I keep it real and 100%. I'm out there in the real world. I'm not hiding behind this camera in a room wolfing. It's just, I'm not going to do that. I speak on people because my audience members ask me to. Now, I know I have a lot of fucking lame-ass motherfuckers trying to get me to speak on certain things, and then I go back and look at their history, and I say, look at this dumb motherfucker. Look how fucking this motherfucker's about as bright, as sharp as a rock. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. You know, he ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, because go and look back at his history, and this fool was wolfing all kinds of shit, and now he think he's gonna use some type of reverse psychology to play an individual like you. Got it fucked up, homie. And you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. If the shoe fits, wear that motherfucker. Yeah, you guys are fucking jokes, man. You guys don't even you're not even subscribed to me, and then it shows your comments, the history of your comments, man. I go and look at that stuff. You know what I mean? You guys are like the fuck. You guys are like, I hate to say this word, man, like straight fucking hyenas. Straight up. You guys remind me of, I wouldn't even say junior high school. Like, elementary school, maybe, yeah, junior high, man. The mentality of some of these individuals, it's unbelievable. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's one thing I've learned in the past. You can't fucking fix stupid. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out here on social media. It's crazy. You know what I mean? They want to start off talking to you a certain way, bashing every video you do, and then all of a sudden, because they want to try to stir shit up with the person that they're sucking their nuts, and try to talk good to get a reaction out of me, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't acknowledge foolish people like that. I'm on a different level than that. You know what I'm saying? And like I've said, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it as that, man. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, I'm gonna bring this video to an end. Much love and respect to everybody that's been supporting my channel, that's been interacting with my channel, even the trollos and the funny bunnies. But you know, the fucking haters and the clout chasers, you guys are like the worst motherfucking ones, huh? It's crazy. You know what I mean? I didn't think they've gotten worse than the trollos and the funny bunnies. But you guys are okay, because you guys been rocking with me since day one, you know what I mean? And you guys have lightened up on the comments. But like I said, the YouTube yada, man, it's a strange world. It is what it is, man. Well, anyways, people, remember, thumbs up, thumbs down. Make sure you share this channel, because once I reach that 10,000 mark, I will start doing lives. And on my lives, everyone is welcome to pull up, people. Like I've said, just pull up, keep it respectful, be cordial about the way you can carry yourself, you know what I mean? And we can take it from there, you know what I mean? We're good to get whatever you have on your chest, get it off your chest. Now, with that being said, if you want to get started in your fitness journey, hit me up, highpowerfitness.net, or you can shoot me a DM on my Instagram, highpowerfitness, high_power_fitness_. As a matter of fact, go over there to my Instagram and give me a follow. I have a lot of very beneficial content that I have on my Instagram, from meals, starter meals, you know what I mean, workouts, everything, you know what I mean. I have testimonials from team members, non-team members. I have transformations. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's very beneficial, people. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, get up and get yours.